जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Welcome back and thank you for joining. We are discussing verse number 16 to 18 of chapter number 1 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So in the previous verse, the description and the names of the Kongshal of Lord Krishna and Arjuna and Bhima were given. So Lord Krishna's Kongshal is Panchajanya. He blew his Kongshal, and then uh, Arjuna blew his Kongshal, Devadatta, and Bhima, who was described as voracious eater, who can eat a lot and who can perform Herculean task. He blew his Kongshal, which was Pondra. So here in this verse, the next set of kings or the next set of personalities will be described who blew their Kongshal, and they are the remaining Pandavas and other great warriors. So they are all described in this verse. Since these verses, are kind of similar, they are grouped into one. So that is why it is 16 to 18 in one group. So let's read the Sanskrit. अनंत विजयम राजा कुंती पुत्र युधिष्ठिरा नकुलः सदेवश्च सुघोषा मणिपुष्पकौ काश्यश्च परमेश्वरः श्रीखण्डिश्च महारथा धृष्टद्युम्नो विराटश्च सात्यकीश्च पराजिता द्रुपदो द्रौपदेयश्च सर्वशः पृथ्वीपते सौभद्रश्च महाबाहो शङ्खं दद्मो पृथक् पृथक्. So the translation goes as King Yudhishthira, the son of Kunti. So King Yudhishthira was the eldest son of Kunti. He blew his Kongshal, and his Kongshal name is Ananta Vijaya. And Nakula and Sahadev blew their Kongshal, and their name was Sughosha and Manipushpaka. So here we see that initially in the previous verse, Krishna, Arjuna and Bhima were described. And now from the Pandava side, Maharaj Yudhishthir is described. Although he is the king, he is described later. So this is based on the significance of the warriors in the battlefield. The more influential they are described earlier. Like Arjuna is the most influential of all the Pandavas, so he was described first. And then the second was Bhima. So then Bhima was discussed in the previous verse. And now the king himself, Yudhishthir, and Nakul and Sahadev, they are discussed over here. That great archer, the king of Kashi, so he is also a very famous fighter, the king of Kashi, the great fighter Shikhandi. So Shikhandi is also discussed here. Shikhandi is in his previous life, he was Amba, and he was the reason for he is going to be the reason for death of Bhishma Dev. And then Drishtadumna is named here. So Drishtadumna, Virata, the unconquerable Satyaki. So Satyaki is Yudhana, is from the Dwarka. So Satyaki, and then Drupada, and the son of Draupadi and others. So they are just listed over here. O king, such a mighty armed son of Subhadra. So he has been named separately because he was very, very powerful, and he was personally trained by Krishna himself. So the name of the son of Subhadra and Arjuna is Abhimanyu. O king, such as the mighty armed son of Subhadra, all blew their respective Kongshal. So here we see that all of them, after Lord Krishna and Arjuna and Bhima. So after them, they all actually started blowing their conch shell. And there was a lot of joy in the Pandava side. That's what we saw in the previous verse. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada mentions that. Because of presence of Krishna. Because Krishna, wherever is Krishna, there is transcendence. So that bring in very much joy in the heart of the warriors in the Pandava side. Whereas the Kauravas, they were not very happy because the sound, and that will be discussed in the next verse, that they are not happy hearing the sound. It shattered their hearts. So the name of this conch shell given here, and in the purport, Srila Prabhupada discusses a very important point. That is, Dhritarashtra's attachment brings destruction to the family. So at the end of this war, the practically from both the side, most of the people will die. And Prabhupada and even the acharyas, they would describe that this is because Dhritarashtra is responsible for the death of all these people. Why? Because of his attachment. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, Sanjaya informed King Dhritarashtra very tactfully that his unwise policy of deceiving the sons of Pandu and endeavoring to enthrone his own son on the seat of the kingdom was not a very laudable, means not very praiseworthy. So in Mahabharata, the entire Mahabharata, we see that from the time the Pandavas were born and they came to Hastinapur, so from that time onwards, plans after plans were made to kill or eliminate all the Pandavas. But somehow or other they were saved. So Sanjaya knows all these things, and he's seeing the result of that is the ultimate result is the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And Sanjaya knew that because Krishna is there, they are going to be victorious. So he's indirectly saying that, and he's very tactfully saying that the whole idea of eliminating the Pandavas was not very good. The signs already clearly indicated that the whole Kuru dynasty would be killed in that great battle. So there were signs of Pandavas' victory. And then there were signs of the Kauravas getting killed. Beginning with the grandsire Bhishma. So it's not only the bad people, the bad warriors, or the demonic warriors with demonic mentality will get killed, but also the warriors with good mentality will have to give up their life. Because if in the battlefield, anybody can die. So here Bhishma Deva, who is a great personality, is a very pious person, he has to also give his life. So beginning with grandsire Bhishma, down to Bhishma, Drona, they all will be killed. Down to the grandsons like Abhimanyu. So Abhimanyu was the son of Arjuna and Subhadra, and they are also. So there will be people from the Pandava side, warriors from Pandava side. They will also be killed, and others, including the kings from many states of the world. All were present there, and all were doomed. The whole catastrophe was due to King Dhritarashtra. So the responsibility becomes the responsibility of such a thing, such a massacre becomes the responsibility of a king because of his attachment to his son Duryodhan, and he encouraged his son to actually eliminate the Pandavas. So that was the wrong part of it. And because he participated, now he is responsible for all this. So the whole catastrophe was due to King Dhritarashtra because he encouraged the policy followed by his son. So whatever policy Duryodhan, whatever ideas he brought up to kill the Pandavas, Dhritarashtra always supported it. Sometimes knowingly, sometimes unknowingly. But he knew that his son is against the Pandavas, so he had to step up and to take care of that, but he didn't do. So this is going to be the destruction of the whole Kuru dynasty. So that's pretty much it in this particular purport, and we'll continue our discussion in the next sessions. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Gaur Premanande Haribol.